Why is my stomach growling? I'll be right back. We are here. Who's that? Hey, Empress Yaya. I should have got a napkin. I just got back from my walk, so if I look a little moist around the face, oh, I should turn my fan on. Yeah. Hold on, let me turn on my fan. Okay. That'll at least keep a little bit of air circulating. Because, when I talk, I get to. How are you? Um, so let me get a few things out the way. We are sending our prayers to Turkey and Syria and some of those other regions where that really bad earthquake was. It hurts my heart to look on TikTok and see these buildings collapsing and knowing that people are trapped under there. I saw one TikTok yesterday where a baby was found and rescued. It just, oh God, it's just, they were talking about the building codes, and a lot of the buildings had not been earthquake retrofitted. Buildings that were built before a certain time, they didn't go back and earthquake retrofit them. So that's why you see a lot of the buildings just like, just pancake and just sink into the ground because they're not earthquake retrofitted. The retrofitting and building and codes and all of that kind of stuff is just so different from what we have here in the US. And so, yeah, there has been a huge loss of life. But that was a huge earthquake, though. The most major earthquake that I've lived through. And people always be saying California gonna fall in the sea and California always have earthquakes. We don't have earthquakes that large. The earthquakes we have are tremors, thank God. The strongest earthquake that I have lived through in my lifetime was a 7.2. And it did some homes in San Francisco that are built closer to the water, and I think they're built like on something they were saying about this area. This was why some of the homes collapsed in that area. And San Francisco has that issue anyway because the great earthquake in 1906 had kind of the same effect in San Francisco. When there's huge earthquakes like that, there will be, you know, things sliding and fires. That's what you really worry about. Here in the Bay Area, on the opposite side of the bay, I don't think there were any homes that actually collapsed in a 7.2 earthquake, but we did have a portion of a major freeway fall, pancake on itself. So, yeah, been the biggest earthquake we've had in the Bay Area. I was hot because I went on my walk.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and I couldn't, my butt. When I walk, it seems like it takes my body a long time to regulate its
How
temperature
far did you
back
go?
all the way.
What's all the way back? Okay. Hard head. That's what it is. Okay. Okay. All right. Hard head. And don't come back to me. Ooh.
I was okay though. Like I
Ooh.
wasn't feeling stiff or tight or nothing. So I'm like, okay, I can make it down there. You can turn it off now. I think that's enough air.
Okay.
But I don't know. It takes me a while to regulate my temperature. Like I stay hot for a long time. Does that make sense?
I went all the way.
Okay, y'all. We
I
we
went all the
we're
way.
not gonna deal with him because
No, okay, no.
he ain't gonna.
You don't know how to ease into something. Just ease into it.
Okay, I'm talking about earthquakes.
Oh, what about earthquakes?
I'm talking about the earthquake that happened in Turkey.
Go on, child. Talk about earthquake.
I don't want to talk about myself.
Okay.
So people always say, well, California, y'all always we don't have earthquakes like that. Not devastating. Like every earthquake we have is not devastating. It seems like when earthquakes happens in, other countries like that, they are always devastating earthquakes. We don't have that. We just have shake you up, make you nervous, go back to sleep earthquakes. Those are what we have here in the Bay Area. So don't believe the hype. We're not getting shook up like that. Empress, get out there and do your walk. I didn't take any water with me because the walk is really not that far.
Mm-hmm.
Don't listen to him. It is not that far.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how I know it's not that far? The song that I listen to doesn't stop playing until I get home. When I'm walking in the driveway, the song is normally going off. That's how I know it's not that far. It's not that far of a walk. It just seems like it because I don't do it often.
Okay. All right. I just don't want to hear my calves are tight.
But if my calves do tighten up, you just gonna have to listen to it. That's part of you having a wife. Those things are gonna happen. I'm going to complain. Who else am I gonna complain to? Gizmo?
Yep. Send all complaints to Gizmo.
I didn't marry Gizmo though.
Gizmo's the complaint department.
I didn't marry Gizmo. I married you. So when I have a complaint, I should be able to complain to you. I think that's one thing men don't understand. They don't understand that when we do things, I don't want you to fix it. I just want you to listen. If I went outside and I walk too long and my muscles tighten up, I just want to come home and tell you that it happened, and I just want you to have compassion and we move on. I don't want you to be like, I told you not to go out there. You had to stay in the house and let me wrap you up in this bubble. Stay in the room. Don't you move.
I got the bubble wrap ready. It's already ready.
See, stop wrapping me up in a bubble. That's what my mama used to do. I was bubble wrapped all my life. Mama kept me in a bubble. Don't get dirty. Don't fall. Don't nobody else touch her. She bubble wrap put me on the shelf. I could never do nothing. And then I get married, and I didn't got out the bubble wrap, okay? Because I'm grown now. Mama gone, on the glory. I'm free. I done got out the bubble wrap. Then I get married, and guess what? He gonna come with the bubble wrap.
Did you read that book?
Yes, but I'm trying to figure out why you wanted me to read the book after you had already told me the whole story.
I didn't tell you the whole story.
Yeah, you did.
I told you I said the synopsis.
No, you
I said a kid is bullied.
you told me about the cat and everything.
I didn't tell you about the cat.
Yeah, you did. You told me about the cat. You told me the cat got beat up by the neighborhood dog.
Well, it's a short story.
Very short.
Child. Yeah.
You told me the whole.
It's a children's
See, just
story.
like you do me. Just exactly like you do me. When I be trying to tell you about a movie or whatever, and you just be sitting there like, she gonna tell me the whole movie. You told me the whole story, then gave me the book to read. I'm like, he didn't leave out nothing. He didn't even leave out the part about the cat. He could have left that part out. I could have been like, oh, there's a cat in this story. No, but he told me about the cat too. Everything. It then gave me the book and was like, here, read this. Sir, you didn't tell me the whole story. That's my husband, though. That's the one that the Lord gave me. Or did he give me to him? I don't know. But anyway, let's talk about the Jacksons of Atlanta. Speaking of husbands. So, if you don't know who the Jacksons of Atlanta are, they are a Atlanta-based couple that do vlogs. They have 5 children, 2 sets of twins, and a single baby that they were hoping was going to make their 3rd set of twins. And supposedly the wife is having all of these twins naturally. I guess now this is what she said, that the doctor told her that when she ovulates, she drops 2 eggs instead of 1. And so it's really easy for her to conceive twins. So she's had 2 sets. All of the kids are boys. 5 boys so far. So she is 26 years old, I think. She's 26 with 5 kids. And the kids are 2 years apart, I guess. I think they're about 2 years apart. All of them. You know, each set of twins, I think are 2 years apart. So her stomach is mommy stomach. You know, the stomach of a person that has had more than 1 child. Like myself. I have a mommy stomach. And the only thing I think that keeps my stomach from having that, wrinkled appearance from having a baby is I retain fat in my abdomen area. So my stomach, is not shriveled because there's still a nice layer of fat there. So she did show her stomach, and she has lost weight since this last baby. And you know how if you've had a baby, sometimes that after you have a baby, your stomach will kind of look like a shriveled balloon. That's how I can kind of describe it. Sometimes, not all women, but sometimes it does. And so, her stomach does not look like it looks before she had 5 kids. So she was talking about getting a tummy tuck, mommy makeover. I'm not sure which one. But anyway, I guess she went in for a consultation and they told her, you have to wait a certain amount of time after you have a baby because she just had this last baby maybe 6 months ago. I know she had the baby last year, sometime last year. And the baby has to be under 7 months because the baby's not crawling, the baby is not sitting up or anything on his own. So I'm assuming he's between 5 and 6 months old because they're trying to get him to crawl. It kind of seems like all of the children, and I haven't done any research on twins. I don't know if twins develop if they develop late, if, they're not really on schedule with their development. I know one of the children is autistic. Um, he is slightly verbal, but, of course, not as verbal as he should be for a I think he's four, either 3 or 4. For a 3 or 4 year old, he's not as verbal as he should be. And he has been diagnosed with autism, but it just kind of seems like none of the kids, from what I've seen, have met their milestones. So the baby is still young. So when she went to her consultation, I guess they told her that you have to wait a certain amount of time before you can have a mommy makeover. I don't know anything about that because I've never researched um, mommy makeovers, tummy tucks, none of that kind of stuff because I've never wanted to, alter my body in any way. So she told her husband in a video that, basically she's changed her mind. She doesn't think that she wants to do it. Now, I believe that this video was a prank because they do a lot of pranks on their channel. So I do believe that this video was a prank, but it was a bad prank because he is telling her that if I have to look at your body, I want it to look the way I want it to look. And if you don't get that mommy makeover and tummy tuck and BBL, he want her to get the whole thing, the BBL, the mommy makeover, the tummy tuck, all of that. If you don't get it, if you don't call and make that appointment and get it, I'm going to leave you. And at first, she kind of looked, she was looking like, okay, well, that part wasn't in the script. Like it looked like he had flipped the script on her and didn't, plot twist. I'm pretty sure they had talked about let's do this, that, because the majority of shit that YouTubers do now is scripted. So I believe, they had talked, okay, let's do this. I'm going to get mad at you. I'm going to pretend like I'm mad at you. You tell me that you're not going to get the BB. So I believe that. But I think he threw a monkey wrench in the script when he said, if you don't do it, I'm going to leave you. So, he's playing into it. He's going in the closet. He's throwing his clothes in a suitcase and he's cussing. Now, mind you, I left out a big part of this. This young man calls himself a minister, a whole minister. So he is cussing to the point where they are bleeping. The editor is bleeping the words because YouTube ain't on all that cussing and canning out no more. They don't do that. So he's cussing, they're bleeping out the curse words, but of course we can tell what it is. We're adults. He's going into the closet, he's throwing his clothes in the suitcase. He's telling her, you can raise them damn kids. You take care of them kids. throwing his clothes in a suitcase. This a minister. And he leaves. He leaves the house. You know, all this is being filmed. And he goes to a hotel, checks into a hotel, and, you know, is basically, I'm going to stay here until she comes to her senses. Now, I was, you know, reading the comments, and a lot of people, you know, there are some intelligent people that know that, you know, these are pranks. This stuff is not real. But there are some people who take everything that they see on YouTube at face value. You have some of your subscribers who will believe stuff like this is real. My thing is, if you keep playing with your marriage, death and life is in the power of the tongue. Now, if you're a minister, you should be the main one that understands this concept. If you keep playing with your marriage, I'm going to leave you. I'm not going to take care of these kids. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. I can't stand you. This is stupid. I mean, all of the calling her stupid, calling her out of her name, talking about her mama. What? That prank would have been so over once he talked about my mama. Call my mama your mammy. Your mammy is stupid. Hey, Phoenix. Your mammy is stupid. What? Who? I mean, it's okay to play. You know, it's okay to prank and stuff. But when we start, you my husband, and you playing the dozens with me, you talking about my mama, and I've seen some videos with him and some man that was pretending to be, what's his wife's name? Mahogany. Pretending to be Mahogany's dad, and how narcissistic and abusive Justin is the husband. How narcissistic and abusive Justin seems. Like, I'm starting to look at some of these skits and I'm like, this dude ain't playing. He not playing. I don't think I could even get my husband to do a video where he busts out and say, your mama's stupid. Even me and him playing, I would never say anything. Like, me and my husband, we laugh about, you know, stuff that his mom does, like when she be going outside fussing with these leaves, and, you know, mama will, if she got to go outside and sweep the front yard, she gonna put on like 50 hats because she don't want her hair to get messed up. You know, we will laugh about stuff like that. But I would never disrespect his mama. And I know my husband would never disrespect mine. Some things you just don't do. As a husband, I just feel like something. This weed getting on my damn nerves. Where? Some things you just don't do. So I'm sorry. All of that, and then he'll get online and, you know, want to be fake, speaking in tongues, and, you know, talking about the Lord and stuff after you done disrespected your wife. Talking about, if I got to look at her booty for the rest of my life, then it's got to look the way I want it to look. And she's telling him, Justin, it's my body. I don't care. You ain't gonna sit around me looking any kind of way. What, sir? What? I really believe that Justin is going to be the demise of this channel. You know, I've noticed that these family channels, it's always the men that go too far. Like that last family channel that got made the news and everything, where the father was using the children in the skits and got in trouble. That's about to be Justin. That's about he's starting. He's starting out strong. He about to go crazy with this mess. Because they're already using the kids. Oh, if we get 200 likes, I'll put the babies on camera. What? The kids upstairs, but if we get 200 likes, I'll bring the kids down. You pimping the kids? But see, Justin gonna mess around and he's gonna do something that is going to garner. See, the only thing is, the only thing they need to do is get one of these white commentary channels to start doing commentary on them, and they gonna mess up. They gonna mess up. See, little channels like myself, I don't get no attention. But let one of these white commentary channels who get 50 and 60,000 views on their videos pick up this story, and it's going to be bad for them. It's going to be bad because neither one of them work. Neither one of them have a job. YouTube is their job. And Mahogany is hustling. She's getting brand deals. And it really looks like Justin is going to mess up everything for them. It really does. He gonna mess it up. He ain't no man of God. And the crazy thing is, he hounding Mahogany to get a tummy tuck and a BBL and all of this kind of stuff. And his stomach bigger than hers. This man looked like he pregnant. His stomach is huge. And this man in his 20s. And his stomach bigger than my husband's, and my husband in his 50s. Well, my husband was in his 20s. Honey, God damn, he was fine. Do you hear me? Because he was well, for one thing, he was in the military and he was, running and you know how they be working them out in the military. But honey, my husband was fine when he was in his 20s. Fine. He didn't have no big, ginormous gut. If anything, I don't see how Mahogany, when I was in my 20s, I was not at all attracted to fat men. I couldn't do no fat man in my 20s, and I'm in my prime, and you got a big old balloon in. No, I couldn't do it. Not in my 20s. I could not. That wasn't me. And he out here screaming and hollering at her and cussing at her. It's the cussing for me. It was the cussing for me. The disrespect. And it was the look on Mahogany's face like you going a little past the script. It was the look on her face like, this ain't what we rehearsed. She really was looking like, okay, you doing more than what we talked about. Empress Yaya said, I'm telling you, that's why I unsubscribed from them and clicked uninterested on all their videos until they were off my feed. I can't get with the lying and disrespect. All of their videos, all of their videos are clickbait. All of them. Every last one of their videos is clickbait. If they're not clickbaiting why they didn't have a third set of twins, they're clickbaiting, I'm pregnant again, this, that, and the other, one of the baby. And it's all of this speaking negativity. Let me go to their channel. It's all of this speaking negativity into, damn, I didn't post that. All of them, all of this speaking negativity into their lives. Okay, so she just posted a video. I'm getting a BBL to keep my husband. So I guess that's the conclusion to their video yesterday. This is their channel. Let me read some of the titles to their videos. So of course, I'm getting a BBL to keep my husband, so I'm gonna have to watch that video. Leaving my wife if she doesn't get a BBL. That was the video that I saw. Justin is forcing me to get a BBL. Leaving my husband stranded on the side of the road. That was a prank. We lost the kids. You know, it's always something negative. So they supposedly lost the kids in Walmart. They didn't lose the kids. Mahogany is sick. Is Mahogany pregnant again? Taking the baby to anger management. A tornado supposedly hit their house. A tornado did not hit their house. And they post a picture of a torn up house. Justin got hurt, which is the baby. I mean, all of their videos are either one of the kids got hurt, somebody is going to the hospital, just a bunch of negativity. Like you about to bring all of that stuff that you saying is happening, you're gonna heap that on your head because you bringing that energy to you. All of this chaos energy and screaming and hollering in front of the kids, like half the time the kids be so confused. I feel so sorry for them because the kids are not old enough to understand. 4 is not old enough to understand a prank. They're not old enough to understand the joke. They don't get it. So one time the prank was the kids stole our credit cards. And they were pretending like the kids had took the credit cards and went upstairs and was trying to use them. Now one of the kids is nonverbal. The one with the autism, he didn't know what was going on because he can't even talk. And his twin was, so confused. And Justin was like screaming at him, why you take them credit cards? What are you doing? You ain't supposed to be touching mama's credit cards. And the poor baby was just sitting there like, you. He didn't have a clue. I mean, the poor child was clueless. He didn't have a clue what was going on. Kids should not be in pranks that they don't understand. They don't know nothing about no prank. 4 years old. 4 years old. They just out here trying to have fun. They not trying to be involved in mommy and daddy's YouTube. But they gonna mess around and get caught up by one of these YouTube channels that does commentary, and it's gonna fall into the wrong hands, and they ass gonna mess around and get into some trouble. Because you know these white folks don't like to see you messing with kids. They will get you on them kids tip. You out here using these kids and putting these kids in compromising positions, your ass will be in some trouble. And that's what's gonna happen. He gonna mess up. I see it coming. He is going to mess up because he is pushing the envelope farther and farther for these views, because it seems like they used to get more views than they do now. Like their views is slipping. So he, you know how some people are, then you up the ante. You go harder. And your go harder is you do crazier stuff on YouTube. And when you do crazy stuff, you take the risk of getting in trouble. Your ego is, his ego is telling him, yeah, go on and do that, do that, do that. It's going to be good. They going to love it. And then you going to get in trouble. Because, let me see. Let me read some of these comments. So, I don't think the comments were what Justin thought they were going to be. Because here's one. It's sad that the fathers can leave and have them a good time while the mothers are always the ones that have to raise the kids and deal with the backlash. Because he just walked out their door. You take care of them kids. Oh, well, let's see what you do. Take care of all them kids by yourself. You're not even thinking about the recovery of having those type of surgeries and dealing with 5 children, Justin. You are losing your marbles. The disrespect that you are giving your wife in front of the social media world is unacceptable. Especially as someone who has said they are a pastor. This was one of the most disrespectful videos, even as a prank. It wasn't funny. And he has the audacity to say that people say he reminds them of a younger TD Jakes. TD Jakes would never, I have never seen TD Jakes online disrespecting his wife or children. I can't imagine dealing with a man that talks so loud and rude. And he's so loud. Just like super loud. People saying you should be lucky to have a wife as beautiful as Mahogany. I pray this is not real, but at the end of the day, there are relationships out there that are in this similar situation. So good acting, y'all. Even though it really hurts to see Justin acting like that, prayer does change things. Love y'all. And so somebody said it's a skit. So this is a skit. This shows that Justin and Mahogany will do almost anything for money, fame, likes, views, and even attention. No man should talk to his woman in this manner for any reason. What pastor acts like this? A skit or joke is usually a softer side of what a person really feels. So the other person was like, oh wow, I took this as being serious. My comment, not too nice for Justin, but it's reality. You know, it's just sad to me. The video was horrible. It was. Even as a skit, it was horrible. For a husband to come at his wife the way he came at Mahogany. And it could have been a skit without all the cussing. It was him cussing at her, calling her stupid, and all this kind of stuff over a BBL. Like the skit could have been done so much differently, not to have such a negative slant on the situation. And he's screaming and hollering at her, and the kids are in the house. They don't understand what's going on. They don't know. Like when he was screaming at Mahogany, the baby, their infant son was like laying on the couch. But when kids live in chaotic environments like that, they kind of mold to the situation. They get used to it because that's what they're used to. And there's no way you're going to be able to tell me that Justin doesn't act like that in real life. That's who he is. Because he cuts her off when she's trying to talk. It's like he wants to be the center of attention. Really, it's his show. And Mahogany is just there. And when I look at situations like that, I can already see the handwriting on the wall. It really seems like Justin has already gotten Mahogany away from her family because he don't get along with his family. So he's, making sure she stays away from hers. It's an interesting dynamic. And these type of dynamics normally don't last long. They don't. And I just hope that Justin don't mess it up for Mahogany. Because with her getting these brand deals and stuff, I'm surprised that any brand will want to attach themselves to that video. Because that video was abusive. It was extremely verbally abusive. He is. He is a nutcase. And we watching all of this stuff unfold. He is a nutcase. And I feel for her and them kids. And I pray to God she is putting, they have a few channels. Like they have a channel with the kids have a channel, the twins have a channel, Mahogany has her channel, I think Justin has a channel, and then they have a channel together. I hope Mahogany is putting her money away. I hope that the money that she's getting from at least one of those YouTube channels, she's putting it away. Because I'm pretty sure she gonna need it. She gonna need it. Get your money up, girl. Because this man is gonna show his butt. And you gonna have to do something with them 5 kids. Ain't no way in the world he'd have pumped them many kids up in me. It wouldn't work like that. So these are Gizmo's little hats. If you're not watching his little videos, I crocheted him these little hats. I made this one yesterday. It's like a little Rasta hat. They look better on his little head, but this is the, it's like a little baseball cap style. And it's like the little Rasta colors. I put the red and the green together. I should have just did a red row and a green row. So, Gizmo be taking his cute little pictures with his little hats on. My husband can't stand it. He don't like that. He don't like them hats. Okay, whatever. I do. So he gonna wear these hats. Okay? So, he took a picture yesterday Honey, my husband, he couldn't come in here and talk to me. So he went out there talking to his daddy. That's what they look like. He don't be mad. He just not Gizmo's just not really the closed type person. I don't think he'd be mad though. It'd just be like, hurry up and take that shit off me. He just not really into dressing up. And not just dress him up, put the little clothes on him and take his little picture and take it off. Because he just be kind of like, he do the whole stank face. Come on, let's take a picture. I don't care. I'm going to take that picture and then I take it off him. And he don't do nothing but shake and go on about his business. He done forgot about it in 3 minutes. He is not a cool dog though. Gizmo is, he has one of the most stank attitudes. My first dog was like super chill. Like in your face, laying on you, follow you everywhere. Like seriously, your best friend. Gizmo is like, don't sit by me. Don't touch me. Feed me. Give me some water. Open the door. Leave me alone. All his life. All his life. He has been like that. He is not flip-flopped. Gizmo will know people and still bark at you. Know you. Been knowing you all his life. My son. Every time my son comes over here, Gizmo barks at him aggressively. People that live in the house with us, Gizmo barks at them. See them every day. I don't give a damn. I'm going to bark at you. I don't get it. I've never seen a dog like that. You live with people. You see them every day. You have to know their scent. And he will still bark at them. The only person he don't bark at and he don't see her all is Amani. It don't matter when Amani come over here. Oh, that's my girl. But everybody else, my son, I don't know you. What you coming over here for? Get the hell out of my house. You probably over here trying to kill us. That's Hakeem. You know who that is. Yeah, I know him, but I don't trust him. Kill him. I don't understand this dog. I do not understand him. And everybody be like, oh my God, he looked like such a sweet. He's not. He's not. He has a horrible attitude. He got a attitude. Feed me. That's like your only job. You don't have to do anything else. So I give him his space. Every now and then I'll pet him or, rub him or whatever, but he's not affectionate. He's not affectionate. It's very rare. And he does not want you to initiate the affection. He wants to come to you. Don't go to him initiating affection because he don't want it. Now, if he comes to you, that's different. Okay, you can touch me. Yeah, he's not friendly. He's not aggressive. You know what I mean? Like he may bark at you, but I don't think he would bite unless provoke unless he has to. He's not really a fighter, but he is a barker. He will bark. Aggressively bark too. Because honey, if he could get to them DoorDash people or UPS or FedEx or the Amazon people, they be gone. Cause he be barking at them like he wants to jump out the window. I like have to calm him down. He be barking at them so hard. Yeah, just leave him alone. Don't don't bother him. Don't talk to him. Don't touch him. Just give him his food and water, and that's it. All that extra stuff that you be trying to do, like touching me and rubbing my head and all that kind of, I'm not, don't touch me. Like legit, he will come and sit by me and like I'll rub his head and he'll look, he does this like real slow look back like, and then he'll just hold this stance like this. And I be like, okay. I mean, it's uncomfortable. He just be, I be like, you know what? I'm gonna leave you alone. I don't understand. I don't know. It makes me so uncomfortable. Sometimes I'll just throw like a blanket over his head or something. Cause I be like, you're not just gonna stare me down, and I'm not understanding the dynamic of this stare. I don't understand what's going on, and I'll just throw something at him and break the trance, and he'll turn around or something. I don't know. He be making me uncomfortable sometimes, so I be like, let me leave this dog alone because I don't know what's going on. Go. Guess what? He not. But see the difference. See, my husband said he just ignores him when he be in there with him. He said, "See, this is exactly why I don't pet him. I don't, do all that kind of shit. Gizmo be sitting on his couch, and I'm at the computer or whatever. I don't bother him. He don't bother me. That's how they get along. But if you come to me, you're gonna get pet. I'm gonna touch you." And Gizmo is like, "No, you're not. Don't touch me. I didn't ask you to touch me, dog. I'm not touching you." But see, I had another dog that enjoyed being touched. Her love language was touch. Gizmo don't have no Gizmo don't have no love language. I didn't have this dog almost 11 years, and I have not figured out what his love language is. I don't know. He's just he's just my dog, our dog. But he is truly a dog. You know what I mean? Some dogs you just can't, you're not going to be able to figure them out. Their brain is not hardwired like ours. They have their own, and I ain't figured him out. But he mine, and I'm gonna stick beside him. That's my baby. Yeah, all he wants is treats. All he want to do is eat. He wants to eat and he loves like soft blankets and soft pillows, stuff like fluffy, real soft stuff like that. We both have in common. I love very soft textures, soft blankets, soft pillows and stuff like that. He loves that too. So we bond over, soft blankets and stuff like that. And food. We both love to eat. So that's about it. Everything else, oh, and car rides. He loves to go for car rides. But all that snuggling and pick me up and make me cute and all of this kind of stuff, no. Oh, let me tell y'all too about, and then I'm gonna get ready to go. I'm gonna tell y'all about this video that I saw on there's a movement on TikTok now of mothers coming on talking about how tired they are being mothers. Dealing with the everyday task of being a mother. So this one young lady said that her 11-year-old son, I guess she has shared custody. He stays with the dad 7 days. And so she's got 7 days on, 7 days off. So she made a video and said she will be glad when her 11-year-old son goes back to his dad's, because he's disrespectful, he's ungrateful. When she asks him to do anything around the house, he doesn't want to do it. And he's, mouthy, all of the things that preteen boys go through. I went through all of that with my kids. At 11, though, they were not cursing. And, you know, they not at 11. They hadn't got to that point at 11. But at 11, I was having to remind them to do things. Take the trash out. Clean your room. Like on a constant basis. I would get home from work. The house would look like it had been trashed. All of these, things that preteens and teenagers do. I do understand all of that. We're constantly having to remind our 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old to take a shower, clean your room. These are things that mothers go through. And I know that it's frustrating, but these are things that, mothers have to go through. But she was like, I'll be so glad when he go back to his dad because he's getting on my nerves. And let me see if I saved the video so that you can hear it. And it's not my, let me see, did I save it? Of course not. Why would I save it? Why would I do that? Knowing that I was going to talk about it, why would I save it? What video is this? That's not it. But anyway, she was just kind of like, voicing her frustration in a way that was her truth. And I think as mothers, there has to be a place where we can go and at least be honest about what's going on without, because when I first heard her do all of this, I was like, oh, because I don't want her child to hear it. And it was like, I would be so glad when he go back to his dad's. This boy getting on my nerves. It was like that. And the way kids, I'm careful about what I post on social media because I don't want my granddaughter to hear me say something about her and she take it the wrong way. I have even stopped posting pictures of her I've been stopped putting her on my YouTube or posting pictures of her on YouTube because she told me she didn't want to be there and respect her privacy on YouTube. So she said I could post stuff on Facebook, but the pictures have to go through, they have to be approved by her first. And she made me make my Instagram private. I can post things on Instagram, but she wants them to be in my stories so that they can disappear quickly. And my Instagram is private because somebody from her school, I guess some boys from her school had, I don't know how they found me because they couldn't get to her because her Instagram, she done wiped her Instagram clean. They were taking pictures off of my Instagram of her. It was crazy. So you gotta be careful what you post out here about your children because your children follow you on social media. Okay? Let me tell y'all this. My son, my 34-year-old son, just recently made his Instagram public. His Instagram was private, and he wasn't letting me, really nobody in the family, follow him. So now it's public. So I went on his Instagram, and there were no pictures of me. I start crying. I must have been having a bad day already. Like, I must have been really, and this is so off topic. I went through his whole Instagram, and there was not one picture of me. And it made me cry. Because if you go on my Instagram, you will know that I have kids, I have grandkids, I'm married. Because, my husband is there. There's pictures of him. Of course, there's pictures of Gizmos, pictures of, the grandkids and probably they mamas and everybody. And I go on my son's Instagram and it ain't no pictures of me. I'm like, he don't even love me. I'm his whole mama. So, we have to be careful about what we put on social media, how our kids see us and stuff. And my only gripe with this situation is I would not want that child to look at that mother's venting session and think this is how my mama feel about me. She don't even like me. And especially with y'all already funking. And the mother said that the little boy be on YouTube watching these Kevin Samuel wannabes and spewing some of that rhetoric that he hears at her. And I'm saying, okay, some of that is the daddy too. She don't know what is going on at the dad's house with this kid when he's the 7 days on with his daddy. Something must be going on over there for him to come home to the mama and want to disrespect her. Because I know how these men can be, especially when you the one that left them and you got this shared custody with the kids. The man is always going to be talking trash about you. And if he don't have no respect for you, that opens up the door for the kid not to respect you either. So she's in for some work. She is in for some work. Empress said, I'm a mother of almost 6 kids come June, and you must work with your children. They are yours, nobody else's responsibility. Then when you feel like committing the S word, she gonna be looking crazy. She needs to do some type of healing within herself. These kids are not built the same way as older generations. They take things to heart and attempt to hurt themselves. She should be careful. You have to be careful what you say about these kids on social media, because if he don't see it, somebody that know him or know his mama. I seen your mama on social media. She can't even stand you. That's why your mama be on TikTok talking about you. She don't even like you. She said she wanted you to go back to your dad's because she's sick of you. Oh, dang, your mama got to tell you to take a shower. All this kind of stuff. All of that. Because kids are crazy like that. All it takes is for one person to know who his mama is. And it don't take much for people to know who your mama is. They see your mama come up to the school. They see your mama drop you off. Or they go on your mama's social media and see a picture of you. Oh, that's your mama? Your mama be on TikTok talking mad trash about you. You hear what your mama be saying about you on TikTok? I couldn't. I couldn't. I couldn't be on TikTok talking crazy about my kids. I couldn't. And, I understand that, we need a place to vent and it's okay to vent, but I think you should keep your vents generalized. Don't be specific in your venting to where people can figure out the situation. That's too much. Saying he don't bathe and he's disrespectful and she had to take away his remote control and his game and all of this kind of stuff. That don't need to be on social media. Girl, get you a therapist. Get you a therapist to talk to. TikTok is not therapy. So you can't get on TikTok telling the whole world what's going on in your house. I would never get on TikTok and tell the whole world what's going on between me and my husband. Because ain't no telling who watching them videos. That ain't, Keep some stuff to yourself. Like the older generation, what goes on in your house stays in your house. I believe that to a certain degree. Now, if it's abuse or something like that, that's different. But what's going on between you and your children need to stay between you and your children. The whole world don't need to know. Get you a therapist. That's what therapists get paid for. They get paid to take care of that situation. Mahogany, you gonna need you a good therapist, girl. Because Justin about to drive you crazy. Get you a therapist, Mahogany. Stack your paper. Because your husband and his ego is about to crumble everything that you're building. And do you know that some men will do that? While, you building a house brick by brick and you laying the bricks on one side and he kicking the bricks over on the other. Because technically he don't want you to win. He want to win, but he don't want you to win. Girl, put you some money to the side. When you get paid on YouTube, have you a separate account. Put you some money to the side. You 25 years old. Keep your money. Keep you some money. And any man that's trying to make you stay away from your family, I'm your family. I'm your husband. You don't need to be with nobody. They don't love you anyway. All of those are red flags for me. Just because you don't love your mama and you had problems with your daddy, don't mean that I'm going to kick my family to the curb. Those are all red flags. Don't you ever stay away from your own family behind some dude. And you know when somebody is doing pranks and stuff like that, some of the stuff they saying is real. Especially when it come off roll off their tongue so easy. That no, it's real. And honey, she better be careful. These little ruffle stovers, candy things, they come out for every holiday. They have them for like Christmas, Valentine's Day, Easter. If you have not tried these, this one is the one with the. This one is raspberry cream, but I like the ones with the marshmallows on the inside too. Honey, if you ain't tried these, you are missing out. Every holiday, every. This is why I can't lose no weight. Every holiday, I be eating them until I literally get sick. I love those. And you know the crazy thing about it, my husband is not. Now he know I love those. You think he get them for me? No. Mm-mm. He don't never buy me those. I have to go and get them myself. And I will go in there and just get a whole handful of them. Because I know I love them. I love those. So you should try them. Because they super good. And I think they sell them at Walmart too. I think I've seen them at Walmart. But I usually get them from Walgreens. So that's it, y'all. That's all I got to say. I'm about to get up off here and feed Gizmo. You ready to eat? You ready to eat? You ready to eat? Come here. Come here, Pootie. Gizmo, come here. Gizmo, come here, baby. Come here. Gizmo, come here. That's as close as he gonna come. He's not gonna come over here. You not gonna come? Come say hi. Come say hi to your friends. He like, I'm not coming over there. You not gonna come? You gonna come here? Huh? Come here. Come on. Come on. He ain't coming, y'all. He ain't moving. You ready to eat? You ready to eat, Poochie? I'm gonna get off here and give him his breakfast. That's it, y'all. Um, Wait a minute. I gotta work on the new the new commercial. So don't forget that I do have another channel. It is called Living Out Loud, and that is where all of the vlogs from now on will be. So my exercise and walking, and if I'm juicing or doing all of that kind of stuff, it's going to be on this channel instead of this one. This one will just be commentary And if I'm doing any spiritual, Orisha, crystal, all of that stuff will be on here. But the crochet and just, day to day life and gizmo and walking and juicing and all of that kind of stuff will be on this channel. Okay? So I'm going to try to post the link and do like a little snippet commercial type thing and put it on here so you guys will know to go over there. So all of the um other stuff will be over there because I do want to get that channel to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time hours because I'm trying to buy me a car this year. Okay, I'm trying to get me a car. Yeah, it doesn't have a whole lot of videos. It's got a few videos, but I wasn't. Let's see, how many videos? It's got 10 uh videos, but the most recent was a day ago because um I hadn't really been active on this channel. So there are a few videos on here. One of them was the house buying process, but that was like a year ago. We sat down and talked about going through the whole house buying process and all of that. So all of those videos will be over there. My husband said we're gonna do a podcast. Those videos will be over there. This channel will just be for the lives and YouTube commentary, social commentary, that kind of stuff. That won't be over there. That'll just be on this channel. Just my regular life, day to day stuff will be on the other channel. Okay, if that makes sense. But I am going to do a little video and try to let everybody know that that channel is up. So thank you guys. I will see you guys. I ain't gonna say I'll see y'all tomorrow. Um Saturday we going to a party, so I'm gonna try to do maybe a little get ready with me because I'm gonna be cute. I got a new wig. I'm gonna do my nails and all of that kind of stuff because a friend of my husband is turning 80 and they renewing. Let me see how long they been married. Let me see how long they been married. Oh, it don't say how long they been married. So 80th birthday. They're turning 80. They're turning 80 and they renewing their vows. So if they 80 years old, they probably been married forever. I mean, they really don't look 80. I don't know. They look good. So that's this weekend. So I'm gonna do hopefully a get ready with me. I'm gonna try to. And I'm gonna be cute. Cause it's not often that we ain't the get dressed up type couple. I mean, every now and then I put on a dress and we go out, but we're more casual. Even when we go out, we're really casual. If we go to a nice restaurant or something, I put on a dress and, my husband may put on a sports coat and some slacks or something like that. But, suit, dress, makeup, hair, nails, all that kind of stuff we normally don't do. So, this would be nice to get out. Plus, where the party is almost in Sacramento, very close to Sacramento. So we gotta roll out there Saturday. So I'll talk to you guys hopefully before then. If not, then you guys will see the Get Ready With Me. But it will also be on the other channel. Okay. What is that right there? I don't know what that is. That looks nasty. So I'll talk to you guys later. I love you. Thank you for being here. I'll talk to you guys later. I love you. Bye.